Alright, so in this video we'll be discussing the multi-product sales funnels. The idea and the goal here is again to do sales, but instead of selling one product predefined, we'll have an option of few different products that the visitor can choose from, so you can have a bigger assortment of different products that you can provide. And we're looking exactly into that. What are the important parts of such page and pages, the checkouts, creating a product, and doing some upsells as well. So the process is very simple. Again, you have the products page, the checkout page where person will be purchasing the product, upsell and downsell, that will be actually happening on the products page when you add a product to buy, and then the thank you page for completing the whole sales funnel. So the products page, again, the important parts are the headline, catchy, and so on. Then you have the products images, the benefits of the products, and some kind of highlighting the products themselves. And then you can have the different types of products that you might be selling in this funnel. In this case, we have 3 products, and we have a few different options. The first one that we'll be looking into is like adding to cart. And when you add, for example, you don't have to buy just one of those. You can select add to cart, and you can select a multiple choice of products to your cart, and then go to checkout to complete the whole process. And then we'll be looking into another option where when you click on a button actually to go to a dedicated page for that product, from where you can also continue to purchase it. So a different steps that can be added to the whole process. And the checkout, of course, depending on what kind of a funnel you have. In this case, the checkout can be as simple as this, where it shows all the products that you have added to the cart. And of course, we'll be finishing with a thank you page where the people will be able to see this thank you message after they submit their order. So let's get deep into the funnel and create our first type of a multi-product sales funnel. Let's go to the funnel section, create a funnel, and again, here you can see a different types of sales funnels that you can choose from. So this is a multi-product funnel. This is a multi-product funnel as well that we were looking into the example. So we have different options, and this is 6 steps exactly about having dedicated pages about different products. But for the sake of the example, let's just start with this one. For example, let's go with multi-product sales funnel. And we've created our funnel. Now we can start with modifying our headline and some information about the whole set of products for the series, the discount that they'll be getting, for example, or something supporting to catch the interest of your visitors. And then right away we start with the products. What kind of a product the user might want to see? And here we listed 3 products. Of course, you can add more, or you can have, let's say, 2 types of 2 products that people can select from. And as you can see, you have the add to cart option. Again, if you want to add, let's say, 3 more, you can just copy this section, click on the copied elements, and you can drag and add to your page. Just like that, you've added 3 more elements that you can edit, modify the images, modify the pricings, description, and so on. And yeah, let's just delete it so we don't need it for the example. Now, alright, let's just change the cover for this time, because let's play around with some other covers. Why not? Alright, so you can modify everything about your product, like the product name, the images. You can even add a video if you wish, a gallery. In this case, we have physical products. Of course, this can be completely replaced with different types of products. It can be digital products, it can be services, it can be subscriptions, maybe even pricing plans. So if you have a few different pricing plans, here you can have like monthly pricing and the features of the plans. Absolutely fine. You can do it very simple and easy just by replacing the design of the columns. Now, these buttons, what they should be doing. Again, on this page you have different things about the products, maybe a video as well, a footer of some sort too. So how do you use actually these buttons to go to add to cart? It is very simple. When you double click on the button or any text widget that you can add a link to it, When you click on Open on Link, you can see the options of different types of actions that you can have for this button. And for the sake of the example, we'll be adding this to be Add to Cart. And you have this option when you click on Store. For the products drop down, you can select the product that you want to sell or add to cart, basically, when the button is clicked. So let's just select one of the templates, one of the products that have been that are coming with the design, and then you have the action. You have different types of action. You can go to the product itself, which we do not recommend in a funnel, and the most used ones are Add to Cart and Buy Now. So the Buy Now will just add to cart and go to the next step. You can do the same thing with Add to Cart, basically. That will add to cart, and you have the option to do some kind of action afterwards. Basically, you can do an upsell this way to show a pop-up right after you click on Add to Cart. But we'll do that in a moment. For this case, let's just make it so that when you click Add to Cart, it just adds to cart, and that's it, this product. So you can save it. You can do the same thing for this one. You can again select Store, select the product that we want to add to cart, and select the action, Add to Cart. Click and save. And that's it. Now if we preview our funnel, we'll see that when we click on this button or any of those, it will add to cart. It just automatically adds the product to cart. And you also have the checkout now. This is always visible, so you can click on it and go to checkout to complete the whole process. And yeah, it's as you can see, very simple and easy. Now, what if you want to do an upsell? When you add a product to cart, what if you want to recommend another product connected with this one? So for that to happen, you can easily create a new pop-up. So what you can do is go to Pages, click on Add New, and there you can select Add New, and then you can select a pop-up. And we have this category called Products. So you have different types of product pop-ups that you can use for adding to cart. So let's just let's just select this one, and we have it on the page. You can modify it, you can add some scarcity as countdown, however you wish. And if you're ready, you can just add some name, let's say Upsell 1, and then click on Save. Now, in order to show this pop-up on click, you just go to the link, and as action for this add to cart, as second action after you click on it, add to cart, and then you can show the pop-up. So select pop-up and select the Upsell 1 is the pop-up that we just created. And just like that, you've added again the action of add to cart, but also the upsell option. So if you go click on it, it adds to cart, and it also shows the pop-up, which is alright, do you want to also add this product or order now as well? So you have to just add an action for this button as well. You can add it so that when you click on it, it just adds another product to the pop-up, and then you can go to checkout, for example. Simple as that. This is a simple way to do an upsell when you add to cart. So now you can go to the checkout. As you can see, a simple, beautiful checkout, or you can add information about it, about the user, domain.com, some kind of a domain, some city, state, and when you click on continue, you can see all the different products that have been added to your checkout, so you can complete the order. Of course, we don't have any shipping and payment method connected, so that's why it gives the errors. In order to obviously to make this available, you have to go to the store, to go to settings, and to add a shipping if you are selling a physical product, or just add a payment processor to process the payment. You can use all of these payment processors or offline payment ones. To create your products, don't forget, you just do it from the product section. You can create any type of product, a physical, digital, service, membership, and with each of one of them, you can also do a subscription. So if you want to do some kind of a charging every month or every week for a specific product, you can just do it as a service and make it as a subscription as well. So this is for the example where you can do this, like pricing plans for subscriptions to a specific service. Very simple. And the next sections, of course, you can modify everything about, and you can add different sections, you can add categories of different products to make it more like e-commerce. But again, there is no distractions, and they can only select one of the different products or multiple of the products that you've listed on the page, and they cannot go outside of the flow that you want to go, which is the product, the checkout, and the thank you. Now, like I said, you can also do it a different way. Instead of adding to cart right away, you can just go to another page where you have a dedicated page for each of the products, or kind of categories you can categorize in different pages for different products themselves. You can get it deep as a funnel. So we have such kind of a funnel, and we can just add it right away so you can check it out as well. And we have this funnel which has 6 steps for that specific reason. And it actually is like a course, so it's not a physical product in this case, it is some kind of a service. So let's just add it, let's add some name to it, multi product with dedicated pages. Click on save, and just like that we've added our new funnel that comes with actually 6 steps, just for the sake of the example. And you have, of course, again, a very similar to the other page where you have a lot about the course and different things that you provide, and then you have the different, let's say, different courses with, let's say, 10 videos each. Well, actually here. So yeah, you can modify everything the way you want. In this case, we've added how many students and what kind of a rating of some sort that you have, like a conversion booster. So in this type of a funnel, what you do is each button, you just link them to a step. Let's say course 1. This one you can link to course 2, and this one to the course 3, for example. So this way, your people can just click and go to their own dedicated page. And let's go and see what are their pages actually. We have a few designs here. And it is actually this design that is very, very nice for this type of course, maybe a kind of subscriptions if you want, or one-time payment. And you can have a video, you can have information, benefits, money back guarantee, and stuff like that, access to the course and whatever you wish them to see. Testimonials, and again, call to action to enroll, purchase your product. So again, the idea is the same, basically the same. But you have the dedicated page with more information, not just a small snippet of the product like you have it on the product page. And this button, again, you can do it so that it just adds to cart the product. So you just select store, you select the product, and you can have it as add to cart, and then you can go directly to the checkout. So when they click on it, and we can preview this, let's preview the whole actually step. So we're on our landing page, the visitor comes, alright, they like the marketing course, they click on learn more, they go to the dedicated page, they can learn more about the course, what they will be getting from it. They can play the video, they can see testimonials and whatever sections you want to have. And when they click on the button, they'll add to cart and go directly to the checkout. So they don't have to do any extra action. They're just going directly where they can purchase the course that they've just selected. Again, you can have it 1 step, 2 steps, however you want to do it. And that's it. You can make this way amazing different interactions of your users to maybe have dedicated pages or any type of flow that they can have. This one, for example, is a great way, for example with courses, to have an option for buying all of the 30+ courses with some extras for a discounted price rather than buying one by one. And you can have again make this button to add to cart and go to checkout, or even better, you can even have dedicated checkout page specifically for that offer, so you can track everything from that page there. So basically, how would you be doing that is to just add a new page, add a new checkout, and you can have something like this, for example, college checkout full offer. There is some advantages of doing custom. Of course, you have to select what product we'll be selling. We'll not be doing it right now. There's a few good advantages of doing it like this, and that's it, because when you have a different dedicated checkout, you can have a more customized about that specific product. So if this is the checkout for that specific all-in-one, you can have a beautiful title. You can talk a little bit more about the offer that they'll be getting, and you can track everything from one checkout basically. So all the pricings, all the fees that you're collecting, all the orders will be coming from this one, and in a way it will be easier to see how many people have done it. Not that you cannot do it with the other one, with one checkout, but in some case this might be easier. And you can also do it for the courses. Each course can have its own checkout, and you can measure, all right, there's how much people have went to this page, and you can see what is the conversion, how many actually paid, and so on. Not that you cannot do it the other way. You can still see how many products you've sold, and so on. So that also works. But yeah, there is different ways to be done, and depends on what kind of modification you want for the checkouts, because this type of a checkout doesn't allow you to do basically any upsells directly into the checkout like the dedicated checkouts for a product. Here you have to basically do the upsells by having the action here. So when we add to cart, we just have another action for adding to cart, to showing another pop-up for another product that they can purchase. So yeah, this is basically different ways, but I think that you get the idea. Either you do it with add to cart or with the dedicated pages where people can purchase basically their whatever they've selected. It's basically building mini funnels inside a bigger sales funnel. And this is the multi-products. There is different variations, there are different ways to be done. There isn't really one specific and right way. You can be creative, and as you can see, it's really flexible with the different upsell options and the different customization options as well. And yeah, that's about it. Again, you can sell anything, any type of product, subscriptions, digital products, physical products, and you can do all of that with these funnels. And I hope that you enjoy it. In the next video, we'll be looking into different types of funnels and ways to sell products. So stay tuned, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate and let us know. We're adding constantly new designs, so probably when you're building your funnels, you also see more and more different designs for sales or any type of funnel that you want to create, so that you have everything right there at your fingertips, and just with small modification you can create the best funnels for whatever you're selling online. Alright, so I hope that you enjoyed it, and of course if you have any questions, just let us know.